How to become a nurse practitioner in 6 minutes. I'm going to share with you a few tips on how to do that. How to become a nurse practitioner in 6 minutes. I'm going to share with you a few tips on how to do that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, now is the time I'm going to have you. Please go ahead, like, share, subscribe to the channel, turn that notification bell on. Remember to leave a comment, a like, a share, and I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. But in order to become a nurse practitioner, it is pretty simple. Yes, it's pretty simple to become a nurse practitioner. All right, but it takes a lot of hard work. Okay, so you want to ensure that you have your bachelor's of science in nursing. So you must graduate from a high school. You must have your diploma certificate in from a high school, and then you apply to university. Depending on the university, you want to ensure that you're doing a bachelor's of science in nursing, because a bachelor's of science in nursing is going to be the preferred choice for you when you want to advance a little bit further. You want to ensure that you do well in your undergraduate program, and after you graduate, I would suggest that you get some years of experience. Some places will take you without any years of experience, but my suggestion will be get some years of experience as an RN under your belt, because you want to ensure that at the end of the day, when you're practicing, depending on how long you've been working as a nurse and how hard it was for you to go through nursing school, all that money that you spend, you want to ensure that at the end of the day, you want to be competent at doing the job of an advanced practice registered nurse. Depending on where you're working, you're going to be by yourself and making some independent decision, even though you have your provider there. Yes, at the end of the day, you're still gonna have to make some decision, because you can't be calling your provider every second to be like, okay, the blood pressure is this, what can I order for the patient for this? No, you want to have some form of independence, so you want to ensure that you are familiar with certain things. So get some years of experience, and then from there you can always go ahead and then apply for a nurse practitioner school. You can do the RN transition program, or you can do a bachelor's of science transition program to the MSN or the nurse practitioner program. And then it usually takes about 2 years, 2.5 years, depending on the school itself, and that's going to be both clinical and classroom or didactics. So depending on the route that you take, it might take that long in terms of years for you to complete it. After you do that, you'll have to get your transcript and everything from your nursing school sent over to the university that you'll be going for MP school. And I think you're gonna need some references as well. You do all of that, you do a little interview, and once you do that, then they will tell you whether or not you get into the department, and then you will decide on the start date. Once you decide on everything, you just ensure that you have your money to go ahead and start making your payment plans, or if you want to go ahead and take out student loan, the option is going to be yours, but you decide on how you want to go about, with getting your tuition paid during that time period. And you'll have to go to your classes to get the courses started. And then you want to ensure that you pass your courses. Once you finish everything in terms of your classroom and your clinicals for the program, then you graduate with your bachelor's of science, or no, you graduate with your master's of science in nursing. And now, because you have your master's of science in nursing, now it doesn't mean that you are a nurse practitioner, so you have to go and sit the fancy little exam. So you can decide on which route you want to take. If you want to go the AANP or the ANCC boards exam, then that's going to be your choice. Once you do that, you pass it, then it's time to go ahead and register with your nursing council in the state of your choice. So whichever state you're living in, then it's time to go ahead and register with that state to get your advanced practice registered nurse license up and running. The other thing about it is that you have to go ahead and also get some information sent over from the school, just to say that you have met the requirements for the exam. You already would have done that for the AANP and the ANCC board, but you still have to send over all that information over to your state board. then they will go ahead and issue that advanced practice RN license. You have the option of applying for prescriptive authority at that time, so it's up to you if you want to do that at the same time. If you know you're not going to be ordering any like narcotics or any prescriptions, then you know you don't have to do it at that time. Once you do all of that, then you would have gotten like, you know, approval to say that your license is ready, and you know, this is your license number, and now you can practice as a nurse practitioner. But before you do that, you still have to go ahead and get like a doctor to, you know, supervise you. You have to get your NPI, DEA, but I will tell you a little bit more about that in another video. But for the most part, after you graduate, the most important thing is trying to get that license through your state board, and then from there you should be all set and ready to start working as a nurse practitioner with the credentials APRN, and which is advanced practice RN, as well as whatever area you decided to choose on becoming a nurse practitioner in. So if it is family nurse practitioner, acute care, if it is adult gerontology, then you'll also have that credential being added to your name by the state board. All right, so until then, thank you so much for tuning in, and I do hope that this will give you the best description of how to become a nurse practitioner in 6 minutes. Well, do enjoy your day. Bye.